So does it feel like this offense now starting to get into a bit of a rhythm? Casey back, everybody, feels like you got running backs are down obviously, but feel like you're getting in a rhythm?
Oh, yeah, I feel like we're getting a real good rhythm. We got our main leader back, Casey. He's a real motivational leader out there on the field, telling people where to go, telling people where to line up. So it's a good feel.
How important was it to pull that one out the other day?
It was very important because we got to take it one game at a time so we can get our seniors to a bowl game. So that's just one step closer.
After the game, or as soon as the game ended, you guys were jumping up and down on the sideline. It was as if you won a bowl game. I mean, it was one of those feelings that you needed, huh?
Oh yeah, because like we said, we got to win one before you get to 6. So that was just one more to get closer to the bowl game.
You guys have played in those type games all year long. How good of a feeling was it for you guys to finally win one of those games?
Oh, it felt great because, all the extra work we put in over the summer and all that stuff, it paid off. And it was a great feeling.
What was the scene like on the sideline for the offense before you guys went out there for that last drive?
We all, we stayed calm. We knew what we had to do, and we just went out there and executed.
What'd you think of Aaron's play, those 2 long runs late in the game?
He played great. He played real great. Early in the season, our coaches had been telling us Aaron Green's going to make some great plays sooner or later. And he had his time, and he did it.
You guys have been telling us all year long that it doesn't matter what quarterback's in the game. Both of them are going to play well. Talk about Trevon's performance, 3 touchdowns to help you guys get that win.
He played great as usual. As you can see, he can either do it at quarterback or at receiver. So he's just a great athlete, and it's good to have people like that on your team.
Talk about the focus that's needed when you've got so many changes, new running backs, quarterbacks, everything that's gone into this season offensively.
You just have to, every week going into practice, you just have to prepare as if you're up next because you never know what may happen. Somebody may get injured or you never know. So every day you go to practice, you just have to go out there as if you're going to be that next guy. And that's what we all do.
Kansas State seems to be playing well the last few ball games. What have you guys seen on film from them?
They have a pretty solid defense, and they're going to come at you hard and hit you right in the mouth, and that's what we're going to do.
Last week, Coach P was talking about how you guys were really motivated during practice. How have you noticed that this week for the Kansas State game?
It's been the same because, like we said, we got to win this one before we can get to 6 so we can get our seniors to a ball game. So we're still hungry and going out there motivated every day.
What do you remember about that game against Kansas State last year?
It was a pretty physical game. I do remember that. We played at night. It was our blackout game. So the atmosphere was really nice and stuff, and they're pretty physical. But
2 teams are kind of similar, aren't they?
Oh,
You
yeah.
look at
Yeah, they are.
Do y'all talk about Coach P going back up to Kansas State for the first time in 30 years or whatever it's been?
No, we don't even really talk about that.
So nobody's been passing around pictures of him?
No, no.
Yeah. David, how have y'all been able to even be successful this year when you miss guys like Devontae and BJ and Wayman? The list goes on and on. What's been the biggest reason you guys are, being able to stay in these ball games with so many injuries?
Because, we have depth, and, everybody over the summer that's been here has been putting in the extra work. And, everybody wants to be, everybody works hard to be a starter. Then when that next person gets in, it's just like he's a starter as well, so it really doesn't change much.
Chucky, what was it like to finally come out on top on one of those games like that?
It was a great feeling. As a whole, we really played our butts off. We really just played hard for our seniors, really. This season is for the seniors. So we just know that we had to push through, just keep playing hard, keep just going through adversity, really. Just when everything gets tough, we just had to just push through and just do the right things and play our butts off and just try to get the victory.
It seemed like there was a wave of emotion after Trevon scored and, of course, after the game. Was that something that you guys been waiting to do all year, just playing those close games like that?
It's just amazing that, we pushed through at the end, so close many games this year, and it was a great feeling just to be able to get the victory at the end of the day, really. It was just, I got emotional. I started having little tears in my eyes because we really just pushed through it, and nobody really just thought that TCU will just back down, just stay down. But no, TCU, we can keep fighting. We're going to get up and fight again, So this whole season is just for the seniors. I want to get us to a bowl game. I want to get us to the best way to be successful, So.
Hard to imagine that the season's almost over. I mean, you know, after all that's happened this season with the different injuries and players and all that.
Yesterday, I was thinking in my bed, I'm like, dang, the season is gone. It just seemed like we just played LSU about 2 or 3 weeks ago. But I really enjoyed myself this year. It was just, it's been like one of the best seasons I've ever been with, such as in being with a team, you know, because we had our ups and downs. That's the best way to bring chemistry to a team, really, to a team. So I think it's gonna push us to the next level next year.
Can you talk a little bit more about what it's taken to keep this team together after all the adversity and everything?
Leadership, really. The offensive line, D-line, cornerbacks, everybody on the team really just want to just keep pushing. Coach Patterson keep telling us, keep pushing. Everything gonna work out at the end of the day. Everything just gonna work itself out, you know. So the key is just don't worry about what everybody else say about you. Just play the game, play your butts off, play hard for all the game, and you will come out with a victory. You will win.
Talk about K-State, especially the offensive line.
K-State, they are physical. They have a good offensive line, good quarterback, good wide receivers. Their offense is pretty good. Their defense is pretty good too. So it's gonna be a tough game.
They've really been coming on with the points the last few weeks.
Oh yes, sir. They have a fantastic quarterback, really. You know, so we're gonna have to come with our games up, game ready. You know, be physical and everything else take its part.
And finally, you got football weather.
Oh yeah, cold weather. I love it. I love it.
They're kind of like you guys on offense. They've got a passing quarterback and a running quarterback. They use a dual threat system. Does that help you guys when you guys practice against Casey and Trevon during practice?
We both gonna treat each quarterback the same way. You know, they both can throw the ball. They both can run the ball. They are both great athletes. To be honest with you, they both run the midline and everything, so they are pretty good.
You guys come out and hold Iowa State to under 300 yards. You do it without Jason. You do it without Elisha. What's that say about y'all's defense to go into a pretty hostile environment and do that well on defense again?
The thing about our defense, we really just push through it. You know, we stick together like glue and bow down and get ready and just say, let's go get it and let's go get this win. You know, so we play for each other. We play for the seniors, really. That's what this season is about now. It's all about the seniors, getting them to a bowl, man, getting them to a best season they had.
Talk about Coach P and how he's handled the ups and downs of this season.
Coach P is a fantastic coach. He's still fighting. That's one man that's gonna keep fighting to the end of the day. He knows how to keep us up. He knows how to keep us focused. He knows how to just keep our mind right instead of having us down. He knows how to keep us up, and we can continue to fight for